Hi, I'm Kevin from Relax and Learn Guitar, and in this lesson we're going to talk about the differences between acoustic guitars and electric guitars. Kind of an introductory beginner kind of information here, just to help folks know the differences and maybe make some decisions on what they want to play. So, number one difference between an acoustic guitar and electric guitar is amplification. So when I pick up my acoustic guitar and play it, you can hear it without doing anything. So there's no need to plug it into an amp or fiddle with the pickups or anything like that. You just pick the guitar up and it's amplified and ready to go. With an acoustic, or that's with the acoustic guitar. For an electric guitar, obviously a little different. So when you're playing an electric guitar, you're going to need to plug it into something so that you can hear it. So you're going to plug it into an amp to get the sounds out of it. Now you can play an electric guitar without plugging it into an amp, which I do. I mean, you're going to get this sound. So it's still going to make some sound for you, and I actually play my electric guitar like that a bunch, especially when I'm like watching TV or something. I don't plug it in, I just play it to kind of get practice in. But if you're going to really play your electric guitar, you're going to need to plug it into an amplifier. So with an electric guitar, you're going to have things like pickups and the differences in those sounds and knobs and probably effects pedals, amplifiers, a lot more going on with an electric than an acoustic. Now all the parts on the guitar are the same. Both guitars have 6 strings, they both have tuning pegs and a headstock and a neck and a body. Obviously an acoustic guitar has the hollow body to get the amplification, where an electric guitar is solid typically. There's 100 different ones out there, which is why people buy lots of different guitars for different sounds, but same pieces, same, basic instrument, just differences in the amplification. That's kind of number one. Number two difference I wanted to point out to folks is strings. So on an electric guitar, you're typically going to have thinner strings. So an acoustic has a thicker set of strings on it. The electric's going to be thinner, and your action's going to be lower typically. So action is the space between the strings and the fretboard. So on an electric guitar, it can be easier to play because you have thinner strings to, fret and push down, and the actions, sorry, I'm so used to playing it without an amplifier, and the action is, lower, so it can be easier to kind of play the electric guitar over the acoustic guitar. However, I think the acoustic guitar translates really well to the electric. So if you start off with an acoustic, everything you learn on that acoustic guitar is going to be able to transfer really easily to an electric guitar. So another difference, because of this difference in the way they're built in the strings, is you can bend strings a lot easier. On an electric guitar, you can get the vibrato. You can do that on an acoustic guitar, but it's not going to have the same effect. And speaking of effects, you can change things on an electric guitar pretty easily to get, dirtier sounds, or where you're not going to be able to do that on an acoustic guitar. And you can make so a little bit easier to play in some sense than an acoustic guitar, and that's a big difference because of the way they're built and the string height and the string thickness. You also have kind of tone variety. So if you come back to the acoustic guitar, lots of different acoustic guitars out there that have different tones and different qualities, kind of based on the wood that they're built out of typically. And you can get a lot of different tones from an electric guitar, like we just saw with, distortion or a chorus effect. But I would argue that you can do a lot of that with acoustic guitar too, depending on if you're strumming it or if you're finger picking. It's a different tonal quality than, you know, picking it. You also have kind of the more percussive sounds that you can get from an acoustic guitar for those rhythm kind of things you're working on. So if you want to let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I get asked all the time, which one should I buy? Which one's better? There's not one that's kind of better or worse. I prefer the acoustic guitar over the electric, and that's what I kind of, a lot of the folks in my membership, I urge them to kind of start with. But it's really going to come down to more of what you like. So with an electric guitar, you can do a lot more with kind of rock and roll, blues. You can play rock and roll and blues on an acoustic guitar, but for the electric, if that's what you're kind of into, especially if it's kind of more heavy rock, you're probably going to go with the electric. The acoustic guitar, probably better for country and folk, kind of singer-songwriter type music. So it's really going to come down to preference as far as which one's better or worse. But those are the main differences: the amplification, the strings, and what you can kind of have happening there, the tones, the different things you can use with each guitar as far as the tonal qualities, and just kind of the variety you get out of each one. You can just do yourself a favor and buy one of each. So that's it. I hope you liked the lesson and found this helpful. Be sure and subscribe to the Relax and Learn Guitar YouTube channel. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you click the like button. And if you have not yet checked things out at relaxandlearnguitar.com, there's a link in the description so you can head over to the website and check out all the cool stuff there, including free lessons right to your inbox if you sign up. So I'll see you guys later.